How difficult do you find it to learn an accent or a dialect?
Dialects are a wonderful thing to explore. I've always been very interested in the voice. I used to muck around with various dialects and accents and characterizations on a dictaphone at school and sort of create conversations with those characters to amuse friends. And so I think that kind of vocal flexibility has always been something I've been interested in. I've got a reasonably good ear. I wouldn't say I'm a musical person per se. I picked up what little I do know or feel intuitively confident about through choral singing at school. But my point is, you have to have a good ear. I think you have to have a good ear to be an actor anyway. And part of that is to be able to pick up tonality and dialect and shift your voice. It's a muscle and it needs training. You often need help. It's not just replicating it through hearing and repeating. It's often with a direct approach with a dialect coach.
Are there any accents that you found particularly difficult?
Julian Assange's accent required a lot of work. It was a very particular sort of internationalized Australian. Power of the Dog to maintain a 1925 Montana, which is very difficult. There are many, I mean, every time. And there's always moments where you get lazy or you drift. And I think what was specifically difficult about that and the recent job I did in a New York accent was that you're often surrounded by a crew or a cast that aren't necessarily speaking that dialect.
How do you relax when you're not filming?
I'm a real water baby. I love surfing and swimming and snorkeling and diving and all of that in any kind of body of water, really. Almost at any time of year as well. I love cold water swimming, which is a wonderful thing, as people have discovered over recent years, for mental health as well as exercise and exercise in general. But, you know, the usual things, being with my family, you know, I wouldn't necessarily call it relaxing, being the dad of 3 young boys, but it's amazing. I love reading. I find it such a luxury these days to be able to read something that isn't connected to work. That's when I know I'm really relaxing, when I'm thinking, what factor sunscreen do I need to wear today? And what book should I read? That's when I know I'm really letting go. Those moments are rare, but very precious. Yeah.